What's up, everybody? Mike here from Kapowcast with another action figure review. Today, taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Kingpin Wave 6-arm Spider-Man. That's a lot of words. No Build-A-Figure part with this guy. Just the figure by itself. Standard Marvel Legends packaging. You got 6-arm Spider-Man on the side, the other figures in the wave. So if you want to pause that and see who all you have to get to build this guy, feel free to do so. There's a cool picture of the figure. Looks a lot better there than I think maybe in person, but we'll see. Other side, more Spider-Man. Bottom, a bunch of mumbo jumbo and the UPC. And on the top here, you got your Spider-Man logo, standard for Marvel Legends. A lot of thoughts about this guy already, but we're going to crack him open and see if he is everything that we hope he'd be, or if he's just a little bit less. First up, let's take a look at the accessories. And here's a look at the actual figure. Not really a whole lot to him. What you see is kind of what you get with this guy. I like the paint, so let's take a look at that first before we get into some of the other things on this guy. And while I'm doing this, special thanks to Tony, my fellow podcasting brother, for lending me this guy to review. This is made possible by him and his love of Spider-Man. So, yay for that. Okay, so my first problem with this guy is I don't like the sculpted lines not being painted. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, I like the color. I like the red they use. I like the blue they used. Very vibrant, very Spider-Man. But not having these lines done, to me, at least, kind of makes him look, I don't want to say cheap, unfinished, we'll say. It's just, I don't know, it makes it look like, you know, those Marvel ones that, like, they're, you know, about yay big and they don't have a lot of articulation. It kind of looks like those. It's what I get the vibe of. Like, I think it's like Marvel superheroes or something akin to that. It's just not super appealing when you see all the lines there and they're not painted. And I know that they have used this sculpt before. They used it on the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Andrew Garfield movie. That's where this whole mold comes from. But, you know, I don't know if they had those lines painted on that one. I'm pretty sure that they did. It's like, you know, come on, Hasbro. You could paint some lines. At least these lines, I mean, the arms look really good. Let's get a close-up of the head here. Maybe we can do a little zoom. You see what I mean, though? It looks unfinished. I do like the texture on the suit here that carried over from that Amazing Spider-Man figure. Looks good. Tears on here look good. Spider-Man crotch. You know, the solid red and blue looks really good. That I'm not complaining about. Like, the actual color they went with. But the lines, I know I keep going on about it. Like, I feel like he's unfinished in some aspects. That's all. Another thing, too, I think he could have used some extra hands. Like, I feel when you're stuck just with the thwipping hands for Spider-Man, I feel like you're very limited in amount of posing. And, like, I would like to end this video with, like, a little pose session with the figure, but I don't know how many dynamic or crazy poses I can actually get him in because of that. And because of the articulation, is somewhat limited, which, seems like a good time to go into that. All right, so articulation for this guy is also not really much to write home about, honestly. But if we start with the head, has the full 360. It's on a ball joint, so it can kind of go. Well, actually, no, he can't go up that much. About that much. Can look down about that much. Arms are all. Well, these ones are 360. These ones, yeah, they can go. They can do it. They also got hinges, double jointed elbows, so you get a good spidey bend. Wrists are on a swivel and a hinge. So all the arms are the same. Okay, so nothing crazy about that. What is crazy is all of this here. No, not the lines. There's no articulation at all in the waist. I don't know if that has something to do with engineering. The figure, with all these arms, you can't really have anything here because they have a doppelganger coming out. Same thing, using the same mold, body mold at least. But so there's not even a waist. So your only chance of getting him looking the side really is his head. Other than that, forward is his stance. His legs can go up that much, can go back that much. He has thighs, swivel, a little stiff, double jointed knee, boot swivel, ankles are on a hinge, and he does have the ankle pivot. So he has all the articulation you need, really, in the legs. It's just anything above that he really doesn't have, which is going to really hinder any of your posing options that you might want to do with him. And here's a little bit of a size comparison with some other Spider-Men figures I have. We have the Ultimate Spider-Man, we have Superior Doc Ock Spider-Man, and we have Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Look how much better... we'll use this guy. Look how much better he looks just having the lines painted. It really it adds so much more. And he doesn't want to stand. But it adds so much more than just having him plain like that. And even though some of these are kind of the same figure, I have the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, or whatever it is she's called now. And here he is next to a couple other Hasbro figures. We have the Lightning Collection Lord Zed and White Ranger. And good God, does he look like a beast? Or what? And if you want to get your Neogetic Nightmare on, here we have Hasbro Riders Professor X, Marvel Legends Beast, and Wolverine. And I gotta say, these actually look pretty cool together. And it does give me that flashback of the Spider-Man animated series with that whole thing. Alright, so there you have it for this guy. All in all, he's not a terrible figure. I mean, if you want to roll out your Spider-Man collection, he's absolutely a must-have. But he's not, I don't think he's a absolute must-get if you're just randomly, picking up figures. The whole no articulation here just kills me. Like, there's so many poses I want to do, but I can't because, well, that's all one solid piece. And I get that there may be some engineering reasons or even budgetary reasons why that's not there, or the lines aren't painted. You add, 4 arms to the guy, it might hinder some of the things you can do with them. But if you do want to pick him up for your Spider-Man collection, absolutely do so. I mean, he's not a grail piece, but I would say he would be a oddity for your collection nonetheless. Still eye-catching, I think, to some people. So I think that'll do it for this review. Be sure to click that bell notification to get notifications, and like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the sweet content that we're putting up here on the Kapowcast YouTube. Until next time, see you then.